Hey everyone, this is another kind of update video, and by update video I of course mean an unboxing! So, I know that I'm not the biggest fan of unboxing videos, but people like them, and it's honestly exciting for me to actually get to do the unboxing, so I guess it's that kind of like vicarious unboxing or something. I'm not really sure exactly why that is. But either way, we just got a really cool animal in. So if you guys have been watching for a little while, you saw my dream reptile video. Well, this isn't actually on that list because this is a more obtainable dream reptile. Those were mostly the animals that, like in the wildest fantasy, I have my own facility, I have a little zoo of my own, I have, all the spare money I could deal with. This one is one that's a little bit more obtainable, but still pretty, it's high up there, and I've been wanting this for a while. So, for a couple little hints as we get into it, again, if anyone's been watching for a little while, they know that one of my most favorite type of snakes, and this is a snake, so spoiler alert, is a boa. Like, that's what I really got into, was boas to begin with. Not just morphs, but just boas in general. And another little hint is that we actually have one half of this already in the collection. Can't overcover that shipping label, so we'll see how well that goes. So that should give you a little bit more insight if you're following along, if you guys remember any of the actual animals that we have in the collection. The one half of what we have here has been in a couple different videos talking about like boa morphs and localities and species and things like that. So I'm starting to drop a few more little hints already, right? But anyway, like I said, this is a bit of a dream for me as far as this animal goes. And yay, it didn't get out of the bag, which is always great. Newspaper. Oh my, wait, hang on. Oh, it's the independent Florida alligator. Sorry, this is from Florida. The breeder is down in Florida, and I saw alligator. I was like, is there an alligator tabloid? But no, that's literally the name of the newspaper is the Alligator. So that's really cool. If any of you are from Florida, newspaper, then you already know about that. But I just thought that was really interesting and funny. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Dun da da da. I can't ever undo these very easily. I'm awful. I don't have fingernails, and I can't ever untie them to save my life. So we're gonna watch the struggle here for a second. But anyway, so I like boas and things like that, and the only litter that we've produced is a boa morph, and that's mostly what we have. But we've been wanting to get into a different kind of boa breeding and keeping, other than just morphs, and that is locality and species breeding. So, that's something that a lot of people always ask me about, and I say, I really want to get into it. Well, now we're making our first steps into that as I just continue to give a lot of hints. Oh, there it is. There it is, guys. There it is. Oh, he's big. He's big. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me, you guys. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. Guys. Do you know what this is? Alright, so we're just going to get this box out of the way really quick, and he's going to go right into quarantine, and he has to go through all the other stuff that we have to deal with. Sorry, we have a cat meowing right now in the background. I really apologize. He's like, come on, go, get out of here, go on, Gemini, go. No, you can't have this. This is an Argentine boa. So this is actually a species of boa constrictor, but its subspecies is not the constrictor. It's a different one. These guys come from Argentina. They are known to be very dark, get very large. Gemini, you're killing me here. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's right under there. She's mad because she heard me unboxing things. She thought she's getting food. But this comes from a very specific bloodline called the Max Pink line. So the Max Pink boas are something that has been cultivated by Ancient Productions down in Florida. He has his own little closed collection. He's been breeding a lot of other snakes, but he's most famous for the boas, his Argentinian boas specifically. And so this is a 4th generation Max Pink breeding male Argentinian boa. Super, super cool. The Argentinian boas actually do have morphs. There's a motley and a T positive, but I'm going to be honest with you, I think just them are absolutely stunning in and of themselves. And so what I want to do, I kind of want to have my own little trio. So we're going to have our male here, so from Bob at Ancient Productions, that it'll be our founding animal here. So it's the 4th generation Max Pink, like I said. And then the friends that we met this summer at Jonathan's Reptiles up in Anchorage, they also have a couple of Max Pink line boas. I can't remember if, I know one is directly from them, but I think one might be an outcross. And then their male is definitely an unrelated, and so they're going to have outcross litters. There was one that was hopefully going to go this year, but unfortunately the female reabsorbed the embryos, which, you know, that happens. That's nature. These guys aren't just machines, right? But hopefully next summer, that way they'll be able to produce a litter of these, and then we can get a female from them. So that'll be like the Max Pink continuing on, and then I want to go find like a really dark line of unrelated Max Pinks and get another female from them, so we have the really dark female, because I really like these guys. These guys can be almost like pure black and gray or black and white. They're beautiful just with, even without this lineage. That way we have a female outcrossed and one that isn't exactly 100% related, because line breeding, that's how you get stuff, is line breeding, and the fastest way to do that is essentially by inbreeding, which is, you know, you take the pink, so with the Max Pink, you take the pinkest animals, and the fastest way to do that is, unfortunately, sometimes sibling to sibling, parent to offspring, and Bob has cultivated this to take so long that he's found the pinkest animals that he has, and it's taken such a long time because he doesn't inbreed as much as other people have, racing to get that as soon as possible. So he actually has some fairly healthy, well-established animals in his offsprings. He doesn't breed them all the time, doesn't breed them every single year, so it's very limited, very sought-after quantities and numbers of these animals. And when this guy gets older, he was a little bit more peachy in color, so he's not going to be super, super pink. But Jonathan's were very pink, so hopefully we can get some interesting animals between those two. Hopefully, you know, you guys produce a litter and we can get some really cool animals, and then we'll have that outcrossing, so that way we'll still have the really cool Max Pink lines, but we can outcross them a little bit, and then maybe do like trades with other people who breed Argentines and Max Pinks and stuff too, like the person who we got Rainier from our Longicata boa. Maybe we could do something like a trade down the line or something like that, so that way it'd be really, really cool to have our little locality and specifically Max Pink bloodline and Max Pink outcross bloodline pairings and things like that. I am super excited for him. I know he's super chill right now just because he's a little chilly from like just the shipping and everything like that, but hopefully he stays nice and tame. We all know little boas can be quite the little spitfires, and he's already got some decent size on him already. But I am so excited, you guys. I've been wanting one of these things for at least 7-8 years. Like I said, when I first got into boas, that's what I first thought. So Blue is our Argentine short-tail cross. So the abbreviation. So these guys, I always mispronounce it. But these guys are boa constrictor. Oh Lord, I can never pronounce it, and I'm gonna butcher this, and some boa people are gonna get mad at me. But it's O. Here we'll actually have this right here, and I will do my best. I'm obviously gonna put it up, but it's like Aucentelialis or something. Aucentelialis. I've actually never heard anyone say it out loud, which is really weird for me. But it's BCO is the abbreviation, as I just completely ruin any and all credit that I am giving right now. By being entirely unable, but owning it, to say their Latin name. So it's the BCO, so it's a boa constrictor locality, and then Blue is a cross between that and then the short-tailed boa, or the Amarellii, so the BCA. So she's a BCO, BCA cross, so she's a mutt. No, we're not planning on breeding her with him, because why would I do that? She's a really cool animal and really fun to show off and to play with, but we're not going to breed her because I didn't really quite know what I was doing when I got into them. But since I really figured out, like, oh, hey, that wasn't the smartest idea of all things to do, I've been wanting one of these for such a long time. And, hey, look at that. I've added one more bracelet. Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow, eat your heart out. I'm coming for you. But anyway, really, really excited for this animal. I can't wait for future projects to have down the road and to see how big he gets. Bob has had a closed collection for a very long time, so we're not really very concerned about IBD or arenavirus. But like every and all boa that comes into the collection, it instantly goes into quarantine, and it will be tested for IBD just like everything else. Just that way we know it's for our records, and I can without a doubt say that every single boa that comes into the house has that clean bill of health, that has that testing on there. So it's going to go into that. He's going to be in quarantine for a while, so I'm not going to interact with him for very long. all of the animals go in for at least 3 months. Boas are usually 6 months. But anyway, I'm still super excited to see that, and hopefully in the next year by this time, I will probably have him out for a lot of videos if he's going to be tolerant of me. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. For all the boa people that follow me, I know there's a lot of colubrid people out there because I absolutely love colubrids, but for all of the boa people that follow me, hopefully you get to see a really cool little animal, and stay tuned for future boa content if it's not, for a little bit of a long haul or a wait. But anyway, I'm so entranced by this, guys. He's going to look so cool once he gets a couple years on him. He's going to be so cool, you guys. Help me think up of some fun names for that. Like, if you follow along, you see that, like, a lot of the snakes have, like, theme names. Like, we started with, like, the red versus blue AIs and stuff like that, and then that moved on to just the pure states. Then we did national parks and things like that, which is why, like, Rainier for the Longicauda. So help me think of a really cool name for this guy. Maybe something to do with, like, the eventual trio that we'll have or something like that, themes, but give me some suggestions because I don't know what to call them other than just amazing. But again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for future reptile content, and we'll check you next time.